Okay, we're ready to start the second half. No score. .6:58 local time is the whistle. Jacob puts it down the left side. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Weymouth.
Yeah, he is.
Weymouth sends it down their right side. Beautiful evening for soccer. That's Mateo on the ball. It's going back to the goalie. Jock's chasing it. Goalie boots it out with his left foot over midfield, off Sammy's head. Matt's coming back on it. Matt clears it out of bounds. It's going to be throwing for Weymouth. Back a little bit more. Okay, throwing for Weymouth.
Ryan! Oh, guys, we're ruining this guy's recording. I know his name is Ryan!
Just setting up in the box. Minute and a half into the second half. There's no score. Far post, number 4 off his head. Matt clears it out of bounds. Into the stands.
That was Hunter.
And it bounces. Anyway. Weymouth on the throw. Weymouth on the throw. He gets it into the box. Player has it for Weymouth in the box. Sammy plays it away. Sammy on his right foot clears it out of bounds. Got 20 yards off of that. 8th throwing it in. He gets it into the box. That's off Ethan's head. Sammy does it. It hit Nate's hand. No call. Hit Nate's arm. Ethan out of bounds. Ethan down the side to Matt. Matt tries to get around 9. Jock on it. Jock turns to his left. Gets cut off by 21 for Weymouth. Gets cut off by Jacob. Jacob down the right. Jacob turns on it. Back to Matt. Matt to Sammy. Sammy. Back to Sam. Sam to Sammy. Sammy to the right, to Jacob. Jacob down the right side. Jacob sends Ethan. Ethan down the right. Ethan, that's Matt. Matt to his left. Sammy at the top of the box. Hits it off the Weymouth player. 4 sends it back. It gets cleared. Nathan Shields. 10 gets around him. It's out of bounds. It's a throw-in for Weymouth. That's Nate with the ball. Nate's got some space. Nate to Mateo. Mateo to Mac. Mac down the left. Sends it out of bounds. Should be a goal kick. It's high in the air to midfield, off Sammy's head. Jacob ahead. Jock's after it. Jock off his head. Hits his head again. It's going to go out of bounds. Hit Jacob's hand. They call a foul. Okay. Weymouth has the ball. Nice run. Sam off his chest. Sam to Matt. Matt finds Jock. He was offside though. He was offside. That's a good thought. 5.5 minutes into the second half. There's no score. Weymouth on the free kick. It's over midfield, over Ethan's head. 13 on the run down the left side. Sam's gonna cut him off. He crosses with his left foot. Goes all the way through. Max sends it to Sammy. Jacques. Matt has it. 12 off his head. Weymouth players down, number 8. Ethan, oh, gets hit in the head. That's a foul. Ethan was defenseless. He got hit in the head. That was a really dangerous play. Wow. Ethan looks like he's all right. Nate to Sammy. Sammy to the left. That's Jacques. Jacques steps over it to his left. Jacques sends it back to Mac. Mac down the left side. Tried to send Mateo. Goes out of bounds. Goal kick from Weymouth. They clear it to their right. They send the wing. Gets cut out by Sammy. That's Ben Kaplan. Tries to send the middle, gets cut off. He comes back over the ball and they call a foul on him. Foul on Ben. They go up the right wing in front of the Brookline bench, out of bounds. Mac on the throw. Mac down the sideline. That should be Ben. Ben to Sammy. Sammy to Nate. Nate makes a run to his left. Nate steps over it. Gets cleared away. It's in the center circle. Sammy has it. Sammy, 2 10s on it. 10 from Weymouth comes away with it. Goes to his right. That's a foul.
We're elevated. Yeah, we're elevated.
I'll beat you in passing.
It's a free kick. It's about 25 yards out. Brookline has 3 on the wall. Weymouth has 5 at the top of the box. He's stepping off 10 yards. 3 on the wall for Brookline. Zach sets up the wall. Here comes a free kick. It's low on the ground. 11 in front. 10. That was quite a play by Weymouth. They sent a low ball in. It's going to be a throw-in for Weymouth. Number 8. He's been taking long throws in the box. It's off. That was off Jacob's head. 13 to his left. 13 chips it. Zach catches it. That's the same player that hit Ethan earlier. He just hit the goalie. Mateo has it. Tries to get it across the field, gets cut off. Matt. 21 has it for Weymouth. Jock. 6 to number 9, down the right side. Mac tries to play it away. He gets called for foul. It's a little further from the last spot, but about 25 yards out. Zach's setting up the wall. 3 men on the wall. Let's see what Weymouth does this time. 3 on the wall for Brookline.
Will's over there.
It's low on the ground again, and it goes through the goal mouth. Second time in a row they went low on the ground. Wow, I'm gonna have to look at those plays again. Zach's had no chance on either one of them, but it's still 0-0. We're 11 minutes into the second half. Zach low to the left, Mac off his head. That's 10 from Weymouth to the side to number 4. 4 clears in, Mac clears it with his left foot. That's Jock, it's hitting the back, no call. 21 sends it to his left. 13 has it. That's Jacob off his head to Jacques. Jacques off his head. Number 6 tries to bring it down. That's Jacob inside, gets cut off. They chip it in, there's no one on the side. Zach's gonna get to it. Still no score. Zach off the side of his foot. Ethan off his head. They call a hold on number 9. And he throws the ball away. 12 minutes into the second half. There's no score. Nate on the free kick for Brookline. Nate sends it to the left. Gets brought down. Sammy in midfield off his head. Sammy to his left. That's Mac. Gets cut off by number 6. Up the wing. They try to send the middle. Nate comes back, cuts it off. That's Mac off his head. It's going down their right side. That's Sam to Sammy. It's out of bounds. Throw in for Weymouth. In front of the Brookline bench. Comes back. Player falls. It's another free kick from Weymouth. They're about 30 yards out this time. They've had 2 low free kicks that went right through the box. Let's see what they do with this one. There's nobody on the wall. He puts it in the air. Zach backpedals in goal and catches it. One behind you. Zach puts it in the air to midfield. It hits Matt. Matt turns. 9's on him. Matt tries to send Mateo. 13 cuts it off from Weymouth. Ethan over the player. Ethan still has it. Handball is called on Ethan. We're 14 minutes into the second half. There's no score. 8.
I got it. Oh, we need Brandon.
It bounces. There's a handball.
Yeah.
That's why they're not winning.
I got it. Watch
We can go on. Yeah, no one's scored yet.
There's a handball on Weymouth, so it's a free kick for Brookline. Just outside the box. Approximately 15 minutes into the second half. There's no score. Mateo off his head. That's Ben Kaplan. They call a foul. They call a foul on Ben. Looks like 2 subs are going to come in for Brookline at the next whistle. It's right at midfield. He's going to step off 10 yards for Jacques. They put it into the box. That hits Sam. Ethan clears it out of bounds into the stands. It's going to be a throw-in for Weymouth.
Pressure!
Weymouth on the throw. To the edge of the box. Ethan gets pushed. No call. Matt off his left foot to the center. That's Matt again off his head. 12. That hit Mateo. That's Ben. Ben sends to the left. Here comes Jacques. Jacques and number 8. They peel off. Jacques on the ball on the left side. One defender, 17. Gets to the corner, comes back. 2 cuts it off. It's a shot to the far post. Hits Matt. Tries to head it on goal. Goalie kicks it out over midfield. Oh, Nate gets spun around by the same player again. By 21. Nate to Sammy. They're trying to go to Jacob's side. Jacob down the right side. He gets into the box. 12 cuts him off. They go down the side. He keeps it in bounds. No one on you, Ethan. Ethan plays it down. He gets around the defender. Here he comes. Ethan cuts it back to Sammy. Gets cut away. Ethan has it. Ethan to the right. Here he comes. Ethan down the right. Ethan. 12 bumps him off the ball. That's Jacob. Jacob to Sammy. Sammy to Mateo. Mateo to Mac. Mac turns. Sends it. It's probably Ben. That's Nate with the ball. Nate, left foot in the box, gets cleared away. Sam off his head, into the middle of the field. 21 has it from Weymouth. Gets hit by Jacob. Jacob gets the ball. Here he comes. He sends the wing to Matt. Here comes Matt. He's in the box. Matt crosses it in front. It gets cleared. Ethan off his head. Ethan, I think it's Sammy. And a foul. They knock down Mateo just outside of the box.
Yeah, you're right.
He's been blatantly fouling people in this game. It's going to be a free kick for Brookline. They're probably 25 yards out. It's going to be Jacob on the free kick. 3 on the wall. They cross it. It gets cut away. That's Sammy. Back to Nate. Nate turns on it. Nate to Sammy. Sammy's got Ethan to his right. He finds Ethan to the right. Ethan looks up. He crosses it to the back post. There's a runner in. Matt on the ball. Gets cleared away. Sammy gets it at the center circle. Turns on it. It's Mateo. Mateo to his left. He loses it. Matt with the ball. Matt to Jacob. Jacob back to Matt. Matt crosses. In front, he gets held. Oh, Jacques was in front. Jacob has it. Jacob flips it in. It's going to go out of bounds. Subs are coming in. Mack is coming out. Looks like Ben Kaplan's coming out. Dimitri's in the game. It's to midfield. It takes a bounce. 10 has it. It's one-on-one with Sam. He's trying to go down the right side. It's out of bounds. Throw in for Brookline. They throw it back. That's Sam on the ground. It gets stolen. 4 has it. He's onside. One-on-one. He gets around the defender. Zach comes out and saves it. Giveaway in the defensive zone. Zach sends it low. Over. Hits Mateo in midfield. That's Nate on the ball. Nate gets around one defender. Nate down the left. Sends a wing. They have it down the wing. They cross it. Goalie comes out. No one in front. Oh, gets cleared. 4. Nope. That's Sam that stepped up. Mateo got hit in the back. No call. Sam on the ball. Ooh. Sam to Nate. Nate turns, sends it back to Sam. Sammy's on the ball. There's no one on him. He's got Jacob to his right. Jacob gets the ball. 4 is on him. Jacob turns. This is not good. Matt comes back. The Weymouth player was sitting on Sammy. Sammy has it. Sammy sends the left. That's Avi. Avi, the defender, plays it away out of bounds. 22 minutes into the second half. No score.
No white! Trouble! DG! No white!
Throw. Top of the box. Weymouth clears it out. 10 from Weymouth. Over his head, out of bounds. Right at midfield. Throw in for Brookline. Throw in to Matt. Matt. That's Nate. Nate on the ground. That's Dimitri. That's Mateo. Mateo to Ethan. Ethan chips it to the back post. It's on the ground. It gets cleared. 4 has it for Weymouth. On the ground to 10. He's the only offensive player right now. Gets cleared away. That's Sammy clears it. Sammy to Jacques. Jacques. Oh, he wanted to clear it. He wanted to go to the right, but there was someone there. Sam hits 4 in the back. It's a foul. Free kick for Weymouth. Right at the center circle. Free kick for Weymouth. It's in the box. To the left. Mateo cuts it away. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a corner for Weymouth. Subs are coming in the game. Ben Kaplan's coming back in for Jacques. It's a corner for Weymouth. He's standing in the dark.
Stop it. Control your
They're matching up in the box. 8 just pushed the player in the box.
Should we storm the field?
7's trying to screen the goalie. He's trying to screen Zach. They go to the short post. It gets headed away. It's slow on the ground. Gets hit. Another one on the ground. Hits Jacob. 4 has it for Weymouth. Crosses in the box low. Gets cleared away. Off number 8's head. 14 chips it ahead to number 4. 4 in the right corner. Tries to go down the wing, gets cut off by Ethan. Brookline tries to clear it, gets cut away. He goes down, the Brookline player's down. Matt clears it down the wing. There's nobody there. Dimitri's making a run. Here comes the goalie. Picks up the ball.
Dimitri, get in there!
Goalie high in the air, over midfield, over Ethan's head. Jacob off his head. Sammy sends it back to Sam. Sam on his feet. Sends it to Ethan. Ethan down the middle of the field. There's nobody there. Mateo off his head. Ben's making a run. Goalie's going to get to it. High in the air, not to midfield. 7 off his foot. Matt's under it. 7 has it. Sends 9 for Weymouth. He's going to his right. They send the right side. Gets cut off by Nate. Nate to Sammy. Sammy looks to the right side to Dimitri. It's over his head. It's going to roll out of bounds. They come down their left side. Matt clears it into the zone. It's at the center circle. That's Nate with the ball. Nate on the ground to Mateo. Mateo down the wing gets cut off. 9 has it for Weymouth. Down the wing. He tries to ship it ahead. Zach's going to come out at the edge of the box and get the ball. There's 12:40 left in the game. There's no score. It gets to the center circle. 7 off his head for Weymouth. Mateo off his head. 3 off his head for Weymouth. They're going down the right side. Sam cuts him off, hits the player. No call. It's a throw-in. Throw-in for Weymouth. Throwing in darkness here. Throws it toward the box. It's short post. It gets headed. 13 off his head. They shoot it. It's in front. 7's trying to shoot. It gets deflected in front. There's a player down in the box. Ref blew the whistle. The player down right in the box. He's still holding his head.
Because they didn't retain possession. There's no reason that they would have been, like, unless we saw it right away.
The refs are discussing it. Someone's tending to the injured Weymouth player. He's right in the goal mouth. If he's a trainer, but someone's coming out to tend to him. He's up. He's on his feet. Number 13. I think he's going to come out. is required to come out. The refs are deciding what to do. Let's see what happens here. Brookline is short huddle here. Clock is stopped at 11:14. They're talking to the ref.
No, it's totally out. We can score a goal at those 2 minutes.
It looks like Weymouth is going to get a free kick. And they're about 25, 28 yards out. Nine's on a free kick for Weymouth. Here it comes. It's chipped in the box. It's back post. Off Three's head, out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Brookline.
Come on, guys. Come on, Ben. Make some stuff.
11 minutes on the running clock. 0-0. Zachary, low, bounces to midfield. Matt clears it away. 23 sends it back. They send it back to the goalie. There's 10:30 left on the running clock. Goalie kicks it down. Mateo gets hit. Jacques tried to send Avi. It's in the air. Sammy's on the ball. Sammy clears it in with his left foot. That's Matt. He's in the box. It's going to roll back to the goalie. 10 minutes left on the running clock. 0-0. Goalie boots it with his left foot over midfield. Takes a bounce. That's Jacob coming back. Jacob clears it. Ben Kaplan has it. Ben shields it with his body. He's got Jacques to his right. Ben right down the middle of the field. To the middle. That's Avi. And they call it offside. He made a nice run. That was a good look by Ben. He had Jacques to his right. He had Avi in the center. They clear it over midfield. Sammy off his head. That's Nate. Jacob clears it. Jacques off his head. He's past the defender. Here comes the goal. Here comes Jacques. And he clears it. Off the player's head, it's going to go back to Zach. Good run by Jacques.
Keep up your pressure, White.
Zach kicks it in the air to midfield. Bounces. Mateo steps in front of it. Gets cut off. Sam's coming back for it. Sam clears it away. That's Jacob coming back. Jacob pushes it out wide. Ford tries to get it around him. Jacob down the left into the Brookline bench. 4 subs are coming in for Weymouth. 8:20 left on the running clock. There's no score.
Come on, guys.
Weymouth on the throw, right in front of the Brookline bench. Hear the Brookline fans in the back. Throw in toward the box. Gets cleared away. Sam misses it with his left foot.
I know, but they got up.
Gets cut away. They get it in the corner. He crosses it. 10 gets blocked. Jacques after it. 12 comes back. He's got Ben Kaplan with him. 12 gets it. Gets around him. 17 has it for Weymouth. Sends it to the middle of the field at 21. He's offside. He came back from an offside position. Jacob on the free kick. 7:23 on the running clock. He sends it to the left. It's over Nate. Wait, Nate's going to get to it in front of the Weymouth bench. Nate turns. Nate to Sammy. Sammy in the center circle. Sammy to Jacob. Jacob looks up. He's making a run in. He goes down the wing. That's Ben. Ben Kaplan in the side. Slides. Ball hits off the Weymouth player out of bounds. Throw in for Brookline. He throws it toward the box. It's over Jacques. And Mateo comes back. Jacob has it. Sends it to his left. That's Nate. Nate comes in. He steps through. He's going to shoot. No, he passes. That's Avi with the ball. Avi to the left. Avi into the corner. Avi to the end line. Tries to cross it. Goes out of bounds. Should be a goal kick for Weymouth. 6 minutes left. Left foot, it's low. Hits the defender, number 8. He sends it back to the goalie.
Pressure.
On his left foot to the center circle. 10 has it. Mateo has it for Brookline. That's Nate has the ball. Nate to Sammy in the center circle. Sammy to Ethan. Ethan to his right. Sent it to Jacques. Jacques turns to his left. Back to Sammy in the center circle. Sammy finds Ben. Ben to his left. Ben cuts in between 3 players. Gets played off the ball. Number 10 has it for Weymouth. Puts it on the ground. Could have been offside. 4 trying to make a move around Sam. He shoots. Jacob on the save. I mean Zach on the save. Zach sends it out to the side. That's Nate. Nate crosses midfield. Sends it to Mateo. Player falls. They call a foul. Wow. And we're gonna get a card here. Oh, we're gonna get a. Clock is stopped. 4:24 on the clock. Ball is in play. Coming down their right side. They chip toward the box. Mateo clears it to Ben. The ref blows his whistle. I guess they didn't resume play. They never resume play. Ball goes back to the spot. 4:24 left in the second half.
Hey, play the game. Let's go.
It's over there. It's like 4:24 second half. There's no score. Weymouth free kick just inside of midfield for them. Defender takes it. He puts it into the box. 8 off his head. And it gets cleared away. Ethan clears it out of bounds. It's going to be a throw. Player cramped for Weymouth. Sub is coming in. Mac is coming out.
You're obviously not. Stand up.
Clock is stopped again. 3:57 left in the game.
White.
It's going to be a throw-in for Weymouth, deep in the Brookline end. Brookline players are huddling right at the 18-yard spot. .357 left on the clock.
What happened?
A lot of fence offenders. All right. Are you gonna do his third free?
Weymouth player is going to limp off the field. It's the second stoppage in the last 30 seconds. That's reset. There's no score. 3:57 left in the second half, according to the clock. Weymouth has a throw deep in Brookline's end. Okay, referee blows the whistle. Here comes a throw. It's into the box. It gets headed away by Ethan. Jacob off his foot. 17 puts it back in. He's offside. Ethan off his head. Jacob off his foot. 3 has it for Weymouth. Sends it to the middle of the field. To number 6. 6 to his right. He's trying to get around Mateo. Goes to his right. To 4. 4. Tries to step over. Avi came back. Disrupted him. Avi. Avi down the left side. He's got speed. They clear it. 3:10 on the clock. Hits off the Brookline player, off Sammy's head. Hits Mateo. Matt has it. 21 was on him. They play it back. Sammy has it. Sammy chips it to Nate. Gets played away. Sam comes up. 3 sends a wing. Jacob comes back. Jacob clears it out of bounds. 2:40 left on the clock. There's no score.
Come on, White.
Weymouth calls timeout with 2:17 left. It's like the third timeout in the last 3 minutes. They're going to regroup. Let's zoom in here. Everybody comes in, gets some water. Let's see Oscar and crutches here. Team huddles here. 2:17 on the clock. There's no score.
You just take a lot of selfies.
2:17 left. Ref blows the whistle. And back out. It's a beautiful night for a game.
Oh, White, come on, White!
Near the Brookline fans in the back. It's going to be a throw-in for Weymouth, deep in Brookline's end. They throw it quickly to 4. It's low. It's off Nate's foot. Mateo ahead to Jacques. Gets cut off. 13 has it for Weymouth. He tries to step over it. Ethan clears it with his left foot. That's Nate to his left. That's Avi under the ball. Avi off his head. It goes, now it's out of bounds, into the Weymouth bench. We're under 2 minutes. Brookline throw in front of the Weymouth bench. They go down, he's offside. 4 is offside. We're under 2 minutes. Right in midfield. That's to Matt. It gets cut away. Weymouth has it. Number 9. Sends the right side to number 6. 6 tries to go up the wing. Gets cut off by Nate. That's Sammy turning. Sammy gets back to his left. That's Avi. To Sammy. To Jacob.
Go for it, guys! Gotta go for it!
Jacob to Sammy. 1 behind him. That's Jacques. Jacques tries to turn. 3 players. He chips in. Tries to find Matt. Didn't get there. Goalie kicks it out. It's 1-on-1 on this side. Sam off his head. 4 has it for Weymouth. Goes down the wing. Sam clears it. Sammy with the ball. Sammy over midfield to the left. Sammy on the ground to Mateo. Gets held. No call. 21 has it for Weymouth. Ethan tries to cut it off. Matt has it. Matt has it. He gets pushed to Ben Kaplan. Tries to cross. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be a corner for Brookline. Corner for Brookline. There's not much time left in the game. Ben Kaplan's on the corner. Ben on the corner. He puts it high on the back post. It's high in the air. And that's it. The game's over. That's the game. Game is 0-0. Wow. It's over. Yeah. Well-played game. Brookline had chances. Game ends 0-0.
That was a great game. Great game.
It's like really close to
Brookline players are going to huddle. They congratulate Zach on a great game. Tough game. Brookline's a little slow to get to the center line here. Weymouth is lined up.
what?
That's a handshake line. 0-0.
Wait. Coming with you. Exit, stay with you. Right. More focus. Okay.
Yeah, it will take you straight to the boat.
Find a ride at the Parsons.
No, I don't even.
Never coming
0-0.
back. Never coming back.